A 31st career meeting then between two of the best of all time in professional badminton. LIN Dan, the double defending world champion here at the Chong Gymnasium here in Guangzhou, where he won actually the Asian Games gold medal a few years ago now, up against his great rival, Malaysia's Chong Wei. You really can sense the anticipation here. A rematch this of the last two Olympic Games, the gold medal matches in Beijing and in London, both won by this man, arguably the best ever to have played the game, the left-handed Chinese man. He hasn't had the best of years, if truth be told. Spent a lot of time off the circuit, had to get a wild card, unbelievably, to even participate in these World Championships, but how he's repaid the faith of the Badminton World Federation all the way through to the final. And another meeting in prospect here with his great rival, Chong Wei. The World Championship at stake. David Craig, the umpire for this match, and really we are expecting something quite special. Will it live up to the hype? It has so often in the past. Guy McCrea in the commentary box here with you. Good to have your company. It'll be the defending champion LIN Dan here getting us underway. For sure, Chong Wei, as he's watched there by Chi Byo-suk, his coach, keen to get off to a good start here. Well, if the first couple of points are anything to go by, we are in for a treat. Wonderful athleticism from both men early on here.
Thank you.
Wanting a section of the court to be cleaned here. Very humid conditions inside this centre court, this cavernous arena, the Tianhe Gymnasium. Both men working up a sweat in this opening game. It's another sensational point. Boy, these two men are putting on a show here. Defending champion LIN Dan coming out on top there. Just getting the better. Bit of acceleration at the end of that point to give him the advantage here midway through this opening game. Get the impression here that LIN Dan is still berating himself for that shot that he missed, the return that he missed a few points ago where he slipped 18-14 down. From that moment on, it has been Lee who's had a bit of the momentum. Typically, of course, between these two, it has been very tight. But it is now the Malaysian here, not the defending champion, who is on the brink of moving in front. First of 4 game points here for the world number 1. Not good enough from LIN Dan, and it is Chong Wei who's taken the opening game. Good flick serve there to begin things for the Malaysian. Got him on top of the exchange, and great control of the shuttlecock as well. 28 minutes, only 4 minutes shy that of the entire men's doubles final. Really good entertainment. Chong Wei holding his nerve better in the end. LIN Dan with work to do here in Guangzhou. Start of the second game then of this year's Badminton World Federation World Championships final. LIN Dan, a game down to Chong Wei. But we've seen this sort of position before in their previous meetings. The Malaysians often got off to good starts. Hasn't been able to keep it going. Go back to the gold medal match at the Olympics between these two. Talking earlier on actually about LIN Dan's tactical awareness, this amazing ability that he's got to read his opponent's likely shot selection. We see it there. Look how early he's on to the attacking smash from Chong Wei to cover it. A little bit too much power as well from Lee there in that shot. We're being critical about it, being brutally honest. Too easy for LIN Dan to deflect. Let it go. Could have played it. Point goes LIN Dan's way. Letting the shuttlecock drop in, as you can see, right on the back of the line. Terrific run of points this for LIN Dan. In many ways a trademark fight back. Chong Wei has had little in the tank here to be able to deal with this in this second game. That's good as well. Just beautiful ability to bring the shuttlecock up and down there. Such good feel that LIN Dan's had in this second game in particular. That's 10 points in a row now. And Chong Wei looks a little bit short of confidence in this second game. Defending world champion romping clear. Looking like LIN Dan here is going to level things up. He's really prospered in this second game since the air conditioning was turned off. No, not good enough from the Malaysian, and it is LIN Dan, the defending world champion, who has levelled this final at a game apiece. Just looks the stronger athlete out there at the moment. Chong Wei is the one who's going to be charged now with having to find something extra. Tremendous atmosphere here at the Tianhe Gymnasium in Guangzhou. What a final this has been. A good start from Chong Wei, but the trademark fight back from the defending champion LIN Dan. This has so often been the case between these two. It'll be a deciding game to sort it out. Two of badminton's all-time greats, treating us to another classic here. So often in the past it's been LIN Dan who's been the stronger in the third and deciding game. Will it be a different story here today? Chong Wei tasked with trying to get some of the momentum back here, because he lost it in that second game big time. Looked like he was in trouble in this deciding game, but Chong Wei has seen this lead wiped out. Led 10 points to 6. Looked like he was back in charge, but once again it's the Chinese man who has managed to fight back. Oh, and that's brilliant. It's another precision shot of the highest quality from LIN Dan. It's been so good from the back of the court, and there as well, the clear shot, so precise. 5 points in a row now for LIN Dan. And that could be a decisive shift in this World Championship final right there. Respective coaches trying their best to keep these two optimistic, but the momentum is again with LIN Dan. Those 5 consecutive points, and of course he's boosted by all the previous meetings between these two. He's been in positions of peril before. He always seems to come up with a response.
11-10. Play.
Change of shuttlecock there. Not happy with the condition of the one that they had been playing with. But he's got to be happy with this scoreline. Just wonder about Chong Wei's fitness as this continues. Oh, he's a little bit unlucky there. He was on top of the point, LIN Dan.
11-0.
Called as a fault. That ends the run of points, and you can just see here on our television replay, goes over the top of the net, goes into Chong Wei's side of the court. That's why he loses the point. Oh, you can see there the movement. It's a good smash from LIN Dan. Plenty of power in it as always, but I'm suspecting this for a little while. The Malaysian's movement is not at the level we normally associate. He was a bit slow getting across there. Just wonder whether he's struggling with something. I wonder if it might be a bit of a pulled muscle, because he was slow exploding out there to try and cover LIN Dan's smash. Looks good enough to continue for the moment, but he doesn't look to be 100% if I'm being honest. Again, even though he's won the point there, you can see how much Chong Wei is struggling to finish this final. Such a shame this. It's been so tight. Wins the point there, but the overriding theme is how much he's suffering. Got to give full credit here to Chong Wei, struggling but still battling. Oh, he can't even move across to that one. Oh, this is such a shame.
Match point, 17.
It was a decent shot from LIN Dan, but in truth, Chong Wei at normal level would have covered that easily. Got to say, I'm not even sure that the Malaysian's going to be able to complete this here. We're at championship point, an hour and 31 minutes. He's having to be helped here. Can't even get up off his haunches. What a shame this is. Physio out now, trying to administer some treatment to him. The magic spray. Do you get the impression it's going to take a bit more than that? Amazing this, because we're about to have championship point. But we saw him at the end of that previous point. He couldn't even get up. Now able to get to the side of the court, and the deputy umpire, I can tell you, has just asked the referee if he thinks Chong Wei is fit enough to continue here. The rules here do allow a little bit of slack, but it can't go on forever. It's not a medical timeout, really. Seems like, well, I think they've really appreciated the effort that their man has put in here, Chong Wei. The Malaysian support, we've heard them throughout this final. Do you think he's going to try and finish this at the very least? Clearly struggling. No, he's not going to be able to continue here. He's in agony. What a shame. What a final it's been. LIN Dan celebrates a successful world title defence. He's once again got the better of Chong Wei, but not in the way that he would have hoped. 21-13, 21-17. We're focusing here on LIN Dan. I can tell you, everyone in the arena is looking at Chong Wei at the moment. How disappointing. Played so well in this final. Thought for large parts of it that he might get the better of LIN Dan, but in the end it's his state of health, his fitness, that's got the better of him. It's very sporting this from LIN Dan. Straight over to Chong Wei, checking on his great rival, great friend as well, it has to be said. These two have had so many good battles over the years, but very sporting this. Checking on his condition. I wonder whether it was a pulled muscle or whether in fact it was just cramping, because to reiterate again, the air conditioning was turned off here at the towards the end of the second game, and Chong Wei struggled from then on. I wonder if the players were actually told. But LIN Dan is a phenomenal athlete, and in the end he can celebrate a successful world title defence. Incredible this overall, that he's managed to defend his title, but not in the way he would have wanted. Worth reiterating that, especially after what was such a compelling final. LIN Dan, what an incredible athlete he is. The first man to win 5 World Championship titles. And remember that he only got into this event thanks to that wild card from the Badminton World Federation. Quite an amazing turnaround. Well done to him.